Hello my strong friends. Very recently I've gotten a couple of amazing Instagram comments that I'm gonna share with you right now. Every once in a while this happens where people start to notice that I look a little bit more jacked or I look a little bit more lean, and to be honest it's confusing to me because not much has changed. I for one don't notice it because it's not like I'm going out and intentionally trying to lose weight or intentionally tracking macros or making any drastic change. So I wanted to make this video to update you guys on my own personal nutrition and fitness journey, and also give you insight on small changes that I've made to make a noticeable difference. Hopefully this insight gives you more of an idea on what you can do to manipulate your own body's fluctuation, and also help you understand that some changes that I experience are just genetic or dumb luck or circumstance, so that you can know how to best prepare yourself and your expectations for your own personal fitness journey. If you guys are new here, I'm megsquats and I make fitness videos about lifting and fitness. If you want to subscribe, then click the subscribe button, and if you enjoy any part of this video, please do like the video. Unfortunately, I have to start with the boring stuff. Around the time of the Arnold, so around early March, late February, I was traveling for about 3.5 weeks. I traveled for work, to spend time with family, to spend time with friends, for my friend had an engagement party. So needless to say, I wasn't dieting during this time. I go from 3 weeks of eating out 100% of the time to eating at home 95% of the time. Now I can control my calorie content, my sodium, I have more consistency with what I'm eating, and that makes a huge difference in my personal fluctuation, how much I'm bloating, how many calories I'm getting in, just consistency that my body has some sort of baseline makes a huge difference in the appearance of my muscles and also in the appearance of my stomach and where I naturally hold fat. I'm finally home, and if anybody asks, I'm staying home and saying no to any travel opportunities. So I pretty much go from eating out 100% of my meals to cooking all of them at home. Unfortunately, this means that my meals are very, very boring. Thankfully, our sponsor, HelloFresh, has come to the rescue to make sure that I don't go completely crazy and get stuck eating chicken breasts and rice and broccoli, which is what I normally do. HelloFresh makes it super easy and enjoyable for me to cook fun and exciting meals, things that I wouldn't normally try. This isn't the first time I've used or talked about HelloFresh on the channel, but today I am cooking the Juicy Lucy burger. You can make deliciousness part of your week by choosing between classic, veggie, or family, and you have the option to switch if you need to. HelloFresh takes the planning and shopping and prepping out of the equation so that I can actually enjoy the cooking part of everything. It's always making it super easy for me to try new things and learn how to cook. For instance, this is a jam. I never made a jam before in my life. And ta-da, here is my gorgeous Juicy Lucy burger. I even made my own garlic mayo from the recipe. Thank you so much, HelloFresh, for sponsoring this video. If you want to get started, you can get 8 free meals. That's $80 off your first month of HelloFresh. Just use my discount code megsquats80, and the link is down below if you want to try it. HelloFresh meals are from $6.99 per serving, so they're affordable even without the discount code, but you're gonna want to use it, so click down below. Okay, now you know we've talked about nutrition. That's the most important thing to this whole process. I'm not gonna lie to you. The next thing that I want to talk about is my current training plan. Those of you who've been following me for a longer period of time have seen me in different stages of prepping for a powerlifting meet, being in the off season for powerlifting where I'm trying to gain a little bit of weight. You've probably seen my body fluctuate between 160-ish pounds all the way down to 138 pounds, which is where I compete. So I think it's normal to see some sort of fluctuation with me in general, but whenever I do switch up my training, it does affect not only my appetite, but also the amount of calories that I am spending throughout the day. Compared to prepping for a powerlifting meet, my workouts are generally shorter. I have more variety of exercise and the volume is definitely higher. Other differences are that the intensity relative to my 1 rep max weight is a lot lower. So I do feel like on the mental side of things, I'm not really intentionally eating more to prepare for my next session because I don't have like mental anxiety around it. And overall, since the workouts are different and I'm training in a higher rep range with lower weights, it's still really hard. The intensity is still really high. Like my workouts are difficult, but there's a difference between a set of 12 being difficult and a set of 3 being difficult. Just that fatigue that you experience on your body going towards that 1 rep max of weight is a lot higher. So the recovery cost is higher. So I don't have that kind of training now. So I'm not feeling the pressure to really eat a lot. In other cycles of training, whenever I start to drop the volume, even in high intensity, so I'll say maybe 6 weeks out from prepping for a powerlifting meet, when I do start to drop some of my accessories, I'm not as hungry as I usually am. So dropping that volume does affect my appetite whenever the intensity is really high. And I think that has a lot to do with the tonnage that I'm experiencing. Whenever I drop that tonnage drops so that I can drop my fatigue. The appetite just kind of goes. Lucky for me, that makes it easy to cut whenever I am in prep. But for now, since the tonnage is not as high as it has ever been, I don't have as big of an appetite as I have in other cycles of training. So the current training plan, since it is high volume, I'm still burning a lot of calories, but I don't feel the mental kind of anxiousness to eat a lot of food for recovery purposes. And also I'm not experiencing that big of an appetite push. I do want to quickly add in that I don't think it's necessary for beginner lifters to worry too much about that training differences section. You do want to make sure that you are progressing in some sort of linear way until you reach the end of that progression as a complete beginner. But I wouldn't get too caught up in the details of trying to find a program that is optimized for weight loss. If you are looking for weight loss and muscle gain, I would recommend getting on a hypertrophy-based program instead of a peaking program. It's likely that you won't be introduced to a sort of powerlifting style peaking protocol, but just in case that is on your radar, I would recommend training for hypertrophy first whenever you first get into lifting. The next, and maybe this could be the most important thing. Okay guys, this is the second out of 3 times that I say this particular component is the most important thing. Sorry for any confusion. To make things clear, I guess I couldn't really decide what would be the most important, but when we're talking about genetics, that might be overall the most important thing for a lot of different reasons and categories, but it's something that you can't control, so there's no sense in really focusing too much energy on it. Whereas nutrition is something that you can make a choice in this week and it will affect the way your body looks for the rest of the week. And in the short term, it is the most important thing. In the long term, on a macro cycle, the last component, the training age aspect of it, which we haven't gotten to yet, that is going to be the most important thing in the long term. So I hope that that makes sense. It's difficult because you're playing with time and things that you can't control, things that you can. So they're all important. Okay, bye. I feel like they all kind of match each other in importance level. Or when I'm starting to notice that I look lean, it's definitely in the upper body and in my face, which of course, those are the parts of my body that people are gonna notice first. This part is just genetics, just dumb luck. Choose your parents wisely, I guess, but I naturally hold very little fat in my upper body. So whenever I have a pump, it just looks really good. I'll just say good. I tend to look more lean, and whenever I do start to lose a little bit of weight, I lose it first in my upper body, last in my hips and butt, and last in my stomach. More often than not, people notice my face and they ask if I've been dieting, but I just naturally have a lean face. I feel like it doesn't help me look any younger, but it is beneficial to give me the appearance of, I guess, looking lean. Now, whenever I do get really lean, I look a little bit taut, like Skeletor, which I don't think is a good look, but I guess I can trick people into thinking that I've been dieting and eating well. I literally almost forgot to add this point in. I have been training for about 6 years now with the intention to build more muscle and get stronger. That is important because my baseline of muscularity over the years has just gotten more and more muscular. Overall, my body composition has gotten more lean in general. So year after year, my body just changes. So whenever I do start to lose a little bit of body fat or a little bit of weight, I am more lean. I want to say without intention, but that's obviously not true because I have a lot of intention. I've been training for 6 years and I've been training hard for 6 years. So that just over time, I hope that's encouraging to those of you who are in like your 2nd or 3rd year of training and feeling like maybe you've hit a plateau. Just stick with it. Find a training program that you can continue on with and a plan that keeps you moving forward. That is really it. I hope this video helped you in understanding, you know, maybe when you see someone who appears to be successful in their diet, or maybe you're on the same diet as someone else and it looks like their results are quicker or slower than yours, just know that it could be genetics that are contributing to that change, or why, you know, you're not noticing results as quickly. Just try to stick with it and know that a diet's going to affect different people differently. I hope some of these things, particularly the nutrition portion of this and also the programming portion of this, is helpful in helping you understand what type of training can help you best reach your goals. If you want to check out my training Stronger by the Day and run exactly what I'm running, then click the link down below or visit strongfriends.com. You guys are welcome to do that. It's only $8 a month and you can at least check it out. Let me know if you want to see a full day of eating or something like that in the future, and I'll start to make more nutrition videos. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and if you're new here, please do subscribe to my channel. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Also, if you've been a Strong friend for a while, I'm redoing my office, so let me know what you guys think. I do have it lit so it looks more luminous, but I'm really excited about this vanity area. I feel like it just looks so cute. Thinking about doing wallpaper to make that sort of setup more exciting. Okay, bye.